again, the proof is in the pudding. If there is some sort of nefarious conduct going on, then point it out. And simply saying that, well, gosh, sometimes there's the polling place that's far away, but you still have to show that people are unable to vote. And you just don't have that. I need that evidence. This is not Jim Crow 2.0. I think it does a disservice to the voting rights bill to characterize it as such, because no one is treating it seriously.
So,
Dale, I can here. Yeah. I want to help. I want to help out our panelists with some evidence that he's asking to point to. I'm here to do it. Well, first of all, we're using semantics. When you made the statement that if you can show me anyone that's being prevented to vote, one of the reasons why Republicans tend to take this talking point and run with it is because we are talking about restrictive access, not someone saying, oh, you cannot vote. However, there is evidence, quite a bit of evidence of how voters have been purged off of the record. So the evidence is available if you want to look at it. For those who have not been actively voting, they have been purged. And so that is technically preventing them from voting. When they go to the poll place that day, one of the things that this bill allows you to do is to be able to register on site. So number one, if you purge someone off of the ballot who has not been active, because Republicans believe this is a privilege and not a right, so they remove that right, they go to the poll, try to register that day, and states are now removing that. The third thing that I can help him with and point him to some direct evidence is one of the things that this bill allows felons to be able to do is once they have served their time, not while in prison, but once they get home on probation or parole, this allows them to have their rights restored after they have served their time. If we are going to, and Republicans are going to push against recidivism, which is putting people back in prison, which saves most states up to $4 million a year. I was a part of the First Step Act, which was pushed by the Trump administration. So Republicans pushed the First Step Act, saying that we believe that everybody should have a right to come home and not return to prison. Well, guess what this bill does?
Right.
It allows felons to have a right to vote and have a right to vote in their hometown, not their prison. So there's plenty of evidence. All you have to do is go.
Mr. Laurie, we are going to start with baby steps. Who's the president of the United States?
All right, let's not be silly here. Of course, Joe Biden is the president of the United States, and Kamala Harris is the vice president, as she insisted herself to Charlemagne the God. So she made that very clear. I guess she has to be right about that. So next baby step, please. Again, a lot to unpack there.
You are right when you say it's a lot to unpack. I would love to continue this long-winded on BNC Live IG so we can unpack. You get 2 free bags with Southwest, and we can pay for the additional bags because I want to go line by line on this evidence, and I feel we don't have the time to do it. So just in closing, yeah, let's please do it. I'll just use my 30 seconds to do that. I do it on BNC Live all the time. I'm inviting you now to Instagram to set up a conversation.
I'm waiting to hear facts.
Yeah, I would love to do it. Let's pack line by line, shirt by shirt, pants by pants, belts, all accessories included.